We start with the development in Ukraine, where it's been a nerve-wracking night for locals. Ukraine's President Zelenskyy has accused Russian troops of putting objects resembling explosives at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant. That, Sky sources have confirmed, a partial withdrawal of Russian troops from the plant. The Ukrainians then issued guidance on how to leave a zone of radiation in the case of an accident, causing 2-mile queues of people at the border trying to flee the country.
Now we have information from our intelligence that the Russian troops have placed objects resembling explosives on the roof of several power units at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, perhaps to simulate an attack on the plant. Perhaps they have some other scenario. But in any case, the world can't but see, that the only source of danger to the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant is Russia and no one else.
Dominic's in Odessa for us this morning. What on earth is going on, Dominic?
Well, Kate, you have to feel for the Ukrainians to get inside their minds, really. Imagine the Russians taking control of one of our nuclear power stations at the beginning of this war and then showing no compunction at all about blowing things up like a dam, causing a huge amount of devastation, flooding tens of thousands of homes, and then being told by your president last night that their intelligence, their military intelligence, believes they've seen things that look like explosives being put on the roofs of the reactors, some of the reactors of that power plant, after a week where the Ukrainians have been saying that they believe the power plant has been mined. But actually what's been more worrying, I think, for the Ukrainians has been what the Russians have been saying, which in the last few days they've been accusing the Ukrainians of planning to attack the plant themselves and carry out a dirty bomb incident. The reason that's worrying for the Ukrainians is that when the Russians warn the Ukrainians about to do something, it's often a sign they are about to do it themselves, which they did with the dam. They said the Ukrainians were about to attack the dam, and then most Western intelligence agencies believe they then blew it up themselves. So it is a cause of deep anxiety. I think there's some relief that the night has passed, because the warnings were about this happening last night. What we know about the plant itself is we're told that the Russians have moved some people out of the plant. The number of patrols there have been reduced. And I think the fear in the minds of Ukrainians is that they're getting out before they do something to the plant. The good news for the Ukrainians is the International Atomic Energy Agency has found no signs yet of the plant being mined. But I think even though the night has passed without incident, that anxiety is going to remain as long as this plant remains in Russian hands.